Morning, folks. Just got to where I'm gonna sit. It's a spot I've been sitting a couple of days before. Just sat for 2 days. Where I was sitting yesterday is quite a ways further than this, and to sit where I was sitting, you have to drive about a mile past where I was, because that's the only place you can turn around. It's a narrow road in there with some washouts and stuff, and the only way you can get back there is drive past where I sat quite a ways and turn around, find a spot to turn around, and then come back through. And I didn't want to waste the time doing that. It's just starting to snow here. Didn't think it was going to snow today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Monday. It's only 12 degrees here right now. I changed it up a little bit and I put some scent out there. The only scent I had left, I thought I had some doe and heat scent left, but I do not. So I had to use my glandular forehead lure scent and put that in about 100 yards away down there on a small little spruce tree, and hopefully maybe that'll help. I had it warming up on my defroster for the last couple miles here, so the bottle was pretty warm to the touch. So I was hoping that might, create more scent that way. Usually when you heat it up, it does that. Molecules are sped up, so your scent has more chance to dissipate into the air instead of just sit in one spot if it's cold. So I did that. So I'm gonna set the rifle out, the muzzleloader I should say, and see what happens. Wish me luck. This is the last day muzzleloader season in Maine, 2023. After that, it's coyote season for me and my brother. See how we work with that. I haven't seen a lot of coyote sign lately either, so I don't know what's going on, but I'll give you some footage. I want to get a little bit more light out here. Getting some sleep. Well, it's 10:30 now. About 7 o'clock, a truck drove by. About 8 o'clock, it drove back by. At 9 o'clock, it came back in again. Jeez. So hopefully he stays the hell in there for a while. Leave me alone. Haven't seen anything out here yet, but it's been traffic, so who knows. It was sleeting for a little bit, but it stopped. It's warming up a little bit now, too. Last day. See what happens. Well, guess what? Truck is driving by again, heading back out. I'll show you what I got. Oh, yeah. There they go. Hopefully they stay out of here this time. I just realized that's not the same truck. There was actually two different trucks in here. The same exact color. But one had two people in it, and the other one had one. That one had two people in it. So the one that had one back in here, he may not be back out yet. So there's actually two. There's the same exact truck, same exact color. That's weird. Chances of that happening. Oh well. I feel a little bit better that it's not just one person going back and forth, at least. I'm kind of ignorant, but hopefully something shows, but I don't know. It's got sort of like a mist coming down right now. It's supposed to be rain tomorrow and Monday, so I didn't think it was going to be that bad today, but it is starting early, I guess. It's funny because the last day of rifle season was a rainy day too, so the way it is, I guess. It was 8 degrees here this morning. It's supposed to be up to 32, then 45 tomorrow and 46 on Monday, then back into the 30s again. This is crazy weather for early December in Maine. So why a lot of people get ill, because it gets warm, then it gets cold, and it's warm, then it's cold, then it's wet, then it's dry. And oh well, see what happens. Nothing yet. Still misting out. Got this one truck. He drives by. He must drive the whole loop. He drives the 9-10 miles of this road. Come back on the tower at the far end. Drives all the way back around. Comes back through again. He just keeps coming one way the whole time. I don't know why he wouldn't go all the way to the end, turn right back around and come back through. You know, it'd be more time on the ground you can hunt. The way he's doing it, he's getting onto the tar and driving, 10 more miles on tar road that you can't even hunt on before he gets back to here again. I don't know. It don't look like it's looking too good this year. It's just about over here, 2 o'clock. I think end of shooting light 4:24, I believe. Show you what I got. Down to the last hour now. It's been warming up throughout the day and it's above freezing now, so There's a fog starting to lift here because of snow starting to melt, I guess, or dissipate into the air, so it's getting foggy out. So we'll see what happens. Probably not going to get anything. Well, time for the traditional unloading of the muzzleloader because I didn't get a deer this year. Season's over. Well, that was good to know that at least the muzzleloader would fire. Had to shoot it off to unload it, you know. Anybody who's had a muzzleloader, there's no other way to unload them besides firing them off. You got to clean them when you get home and make sure you clean them well because they get dirty and they're a pain in the rear end if you don't take care of them in the right way for the next season. It was a good season. Didn't see much during muzzleloader season. I think a lot of them start heading, once the snow starts showing up, they start heading to the yards, you know, the deer yards, and I don't know where there would be anything like that around here where they go from this area. So gave it my best shot. It was a different season, that's for sure. I feel like I was always changing plans constantly because of the way things were going, but I really appreciate everybody watching. I was hoping I'd get up to the 2,000 subscribers. I'm close, but not quite there. This year I had a lot more people, you know, communicating with me, and I appreciate that. It's nice to see that people care and, you know, are good-hearted people talking about, you know, me hunting and being encouraging and, you know, understanding that I have to hunt from a truck and everything. Every once in a while I get somebody complaining that you're sitting in a vehicle, but I think they just don't realize the situation and they're just jumping on the channel for one time and complaining and then jumping off, who knows. But it was a good season. Appreciate y'all watching. Probably I tend to hopefully do some coyote hunting, but I don't know if I could get snowed out pretty quick depending on how much snow we get. Once that happens, then my brother and I start snowmobiling and maybe doing some ice fishing. I would like to take a ride up to camp before we get too much snow. I usually have like a tradition I do every year of after deer season. The week after deer season, you're allowed to start feeding deer, and I like to go up to camp and put some food out for the deer, give them a little head start for the wintertime up there. So we'll see if that happens. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Monday, so that might drop the snow level down enough for me to get in there. And I gotta go up there and pay my taxes. My taxes went up $170 this year. They said the school asked for more money, so isn't that what they always say? So gotta head up there for that anyway. So again, appreciate y'all watching. Take care, and I'll hopefully catch you on another video here soon. Just want to let everybody know that I really appreciate them all watching my videos and commenting. Just want to let you know I drove the 30 miles all the way back home. I was backing my truck up into the place I usually park in the parking spot, and all of a sudden I heard this big and my brakes went right to the floor. So I think I had broken a line. And I was able to drive all through all that bad terrain and drive all the way home, and it was misting and raining and sleeting and everything on the way home. I had my brakes held the whole time, but right when I got in and backed my truck up right to my parking spot, the brakes let go. So that's a little help from up above, I'm thinking. My mom and dad are up there, and a bunch of other relatives as well. Thank you very much. God is certainly watching. Thank you, everybody.